How's it going, boys? It's GM Drain Gretzky here, back with another Vancouver Canucks franchise mode. So we're going to go ahead and get right into free agency. So I've already looked at our team, and what we could really use is another defenseman, maybe another seventh defenseman. And we definitely need to re-sign our goalie, which is Thatcher Demko, who is over here. He hasn't signed with anyone yet, so we're going to have to give him a big deal. I want to make sure we get this guy back because he's an amazing goalie and he's definitely worth being paid that much money. And then also sign these goaltending prospects for sure. Not Eric Comrie, but definitely this Vitali guy and Omark. And what we're going to go ahead and do also is sign, I think these guys, yep, they're already offered. So now our roster is actually full. So we're going to go ahead and trade some deadweight prospects that we don't really need just for 7th round picks, 6th round picks, you know, the standard, kind of get rid of roster spots. So right ahead, fringe starter, backup. To be honest, I don't think we need any of those guys. I'm fine with getting a single goalie back. Is there any team that wants? Any team. Okay, we'll go over here to San Jose. If you want to give me, yes, this is a good, yeah, 1 year left, perfect. I will take that. And if you would like to throw in maybe a third, 4th and 5th, I'd be okay with that. Perfect. That's a really good trade. So we, you know, lost some okay prospects and got some good ones back. So now we have Dell. He's there as a backup in case we need him. In terms of defensemen, who is these 7th Ds we don't really need. I will keep Jordan Subban for now. So let's see if we can move those. Oh, didn't go through. Let's see if we can move these two guys, these 7th defensemen. I don't think anyone really wants them. They're kind of unsigned prospects, so why would you want them really? The Capitals could definitely use some players. I think we'll go ahead and get a decent prospect at least back for them. Medium top 6, McCown, Timmins. They don't mind. They have a lot of low top 4s. Wow. I mean, they had a terrible team last year. At least it's looking up for them now. But I'd rather actually just get a draft pick if we could. Give me your 3rd round pick for these two guys. Nope. I would take a 4th and a 5th though. No problem with that. Again, just build our repertoire. And no to that. How about just a 4th? No. How about just a 5th? Does that make it go through? Yeah. Perfect. So that's going to free up some more space on our roster. And then if we go to forwards and see who we have, we don't really need these bottom 6 guys. Chaput especially, we don't really need them, especially if they're not going to develop. So those guys, who want some prospects? So Carolina wants some people. So let's see if what we can get in terms of draft picks from Carolina. Can we get a 3rd, 4th, 5th? Nope. Can we get a 3rd and 4th? Nope. Can we get a 3rd? Nope. Okay, why don't we try a 4th? Come on, Carolina. There we go. Okay, so that's a bit of morale down, but now we got some more draft picks. So definitely just trade away Deadwood at this point. We don't need these prospects, and they're not really. We have a deep enough prospect pool. Also, I'll give away 1 right winger and 2 center. So we have a right winger prospect. I'll keep 1 center. This guy seems to be 6'7" overall, so I'll keep him. But otherwise, these 2 guys, I'll keep him because he's a 70. And this guy and Rowe, I will get rid of. I can trade him. Carolina does want him. So does Florida. I'm going to look for Florida. Do they have any decent prospects? Maybe just even a top 9 I would take. You like this Petman guy? I think I'll pick him up. Nope. Maybe if I send someone else through. Yeah. Maybe I'll try for a 4th. There we go. So we just traded some lesser players, but we got, you know, space on the roster at least. So hopefully, you know, we don't get rejected because no space on our roster. If we go to proposed trade, does it say how many people? 45 out of 50. I don't know. I'd rather have a bit more space. Is there anyone under contract and we can let go maybe? Subban. This Palma guy's not bad. I'm going to let these guys go. These two top 9s. Let's see if we can get a top 6 for them. We'll see what Anaheim over here has. Oh, they got a guy called Hooker. Nice. They have any top 9s I would like taking maybe? I wouldn't mind was that Martin? No, that's not Martin Jones. Max Jones. I wouldn't mind this Max Jones guy. He's a bit too much. So we'll just go ahead and try for a 3rd round pick. Or 4th, 5th, 6th. Maybe no 4th. There we go. Perfect. So it worked. So we should have about 43 rosters, 43 contracts now. Perfect. I think that's more than enough to sign the people that we want to. So hopefully we get Thatcher. Hopefully we get a couple of those prospects, the low elites. Because even the low elites can turn out to be good second liners. As we saw with Hanula. Got the medium elite, got the medium starter, got another low elite, low elite, low elite. It's another low elite. Nice. Okay. Let me just check that we still have a roster spot. Yeah, so we have one more spot available for Thatcher if he does choose to resign, which I hope he does. And are you kidding me? Okay, so that's a bit frustrating. So apparently our roster was full, even though it says that we had 49 out of 60 goalies, or sorry. But I guess, you know what, that's life. I'm going to let it go. We have 2 really good prospects, so I'm going to keep them for now. Is there any goalie now that, because I don't think we'll be able to get a decent one in free agency. Is there anyone that we can kind of get? I'm willing to trade those prospects away because we only just acquired them. There's Thatcher, Demko, Grubauer. No. Seems like no really good goalies yet. There's 92, 30. All these goalies are old that are good. Corpusalo, he's a 90 up there. John Gibson, Matt Murray. Vasilevsky. Frederick Anderson. Nothing. Okay. So there's no real good players, or no good goalies, sorry. So we're going to have to trade that Dell guy again, which is unfortunate, but I mean, whatever. I'm just going to go ahead and live with it now. I'm going to get rid of one of these guys. Just get, if we can, sign someone like a bit older that, is on a 1-year deal. We can just start. Who's decent? Someone like a Fitzpatrick over here. Is he on he's on a 1-year deal, but I don't want to mind him. So apparently that does not meet their trade blocks. What if I threw in a couple of my 4s? So I have way too many picks here. I need to get rid of some of these. So now we got a goalie at least. And then we'll go ahead in free agency and see if there's anyone available. See, the good news about this now that we don't have that money from Thatcher Demko is now we can go in and get one of these really good players maybe. Hopefully, yeah, Eric Comrie's still there. So I'm going to go ahead and sign him for a year just to see how he plays. I'll give him 5.5 mil because it doesn't really matter for 1 year. So after that, we should have about 7 mil in cap, and we can go ahead and get a decent defenseman. Top 4, Madison Bowie. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'll give him what he's asking. And now we should be okay. And just to make sure that we don't have a full roster anymore, I'm going to go ahead and trade a defenseman. We do have Jordan Subban. I'm going to let him go, even though he is a 77. I'm going to let Derek Pouliot go because he's unhappy with the club right now. Maybe not with the Anaheim Ducks. Maybe someone else. Calgary could use him maybe. Yeah, they could use a good AHLer. Maybe for a 3rd. No, I don't think that's going to go through. I'll try for a 5th. See how that works out. Yep, that works. So we have 2 roster spots open now for Bowie and Eric Comrie. Hopefully Eric Comrie signs. It's taking a while. So apparently my roster is still full. So, that's interesting. So they both reject. We definitely need to clear up some space in our goalie system here, which is annoying. I'm going to have to get rid of one of these guys, Vitali. Can I get rid of them? Phoenix could use? Yeah, you could definitely use some goalie prospects. This is a good trade in general for Phoenix. Can we maybe get a first round pick out of this? Arizona would have too many goalies, hey? Well, that's a problem. Doesn't seem like they have very good goalies. I'll take your second, third round, fourth, fifth. Maybe not second. I will give you that, because I think we should be able to get a good enough player in those rounds at least. So we'll try again. Let's see if we can get Bowie and get what's his name? Eric Comrie. So I'll give you 6.3 mil. Let's see if that changes your mind. And then Eric Comrie, he's still there. Give him about 5 million. Corey Schneids is there, but he's old now, unfortunately. That guy was a good Vancouver legend. Maybe we should bring him back. I don't know what it is with the old players, but they're good in the playoffs. I don't know what it is, but Craig Anderson we've seen. Madison Bowie, there we go. So we got two good players now. Fill out our top end. I'd really like to have Thatcher, but what can you do? We got two good goalies. We got a high starter and a medium elite. So as long as those guys grow a bit, I really don't care. It sucks losing Thatcher, and he kind of was our goalie of the future, but that's okay. So we go ahead into the next season. Hopefully we can get back to our winning ways. You know, we won the Stanley Cup, 2 years ago, and now get bumped in the second round, but still, not bad. What else could we? Yeah, we just need a bit more playoff scoring. I think that's what the problem is. Especially with, like, when we won the Stanley Cup, Granlund, Barchi, Nyquist were getting, like, they had 30 points in that playoff run. I think maybe Crosby's done that a couple times, but other than that, like, no one really has done that in a while. Okay, so looking at our lineup, we got a couple 78, 79. Hopefully Sherbak gets happier, because I really want to see him. He should be playing second line, but I guess he's not. Granlund's now an 88. That's awesome. Berchi, he's still 85. Besser, he's still an 85, but he can still grow. Elias Pettersson's getting pretty good now. Ulfanula, he's an 85, which is awesome for a 6th round pick. Bo Horvat, that's a really good third line right there. Bo Horvat can stay there. Mike McCarron, Uldio Levy, that's a really good top 4. And then Jared McIsaac can grow throughout the year. Same with Philippe Myers, maybe a bit. These guys are still growing, so that's good. Nice to see. And then if Eric Comrie plays good, he might just jump up. We've seen that with goalies. Soderstrom, I think it was, went to like an 89. We're just like, what the? And then Evan Fitzpatrick, he might still be able to grow. Going to the AHL, we had a 33 backup. He's just there, just to be there. And then scratch. No, we have a goalie there, a medium starter. And then we have that Clark guy, who's also the medium elite. Gajdovich, top 9, top 6. Dahlen, hopefully he's just unhappy. Which sucks, because he has a lot of potential. Colin, we're just good AHL players. Minor checking forward. Alexis Lafreniere, even though he's a playmaker. Where is our Carpentier? There he is. Just keep playing down there, bud. This is good. We don't have too many AHL players down here. It's a lot of prospects, which is how I want the team to be. Yeah, Marcus Granlund can stay as captain. Excuse me. Alright, and let's go ahead and sim to the regular season. Again, as usual, we'll go to January 1st and see where that takes us from there. After that, though, really, we'll decide, should we sell? Should we keep going? If people are playing good, if Eric Cromer's playing good, maybe trade him for a better goalie who might be better in the long run. It really Really depends. So, okay. Let's get her going. I think our team is ready. I think we have a solid top 4, top 6. Even our third line's really good with Bo Horvat and Nikola Goldobin. So I definitely think we can do good this season for sure. We start with 2 wins, 5 goals and 10 goals in 2 games. Awesome. That's nice to see. Go to the Ligue Hockey Junior Quebec. Best lines. Oh man, Eric Comrie. That's not good. I don't want him getting injured. But, well, unfortunate. But we started 5-1-0, so that's pretty good. I will take that as a record. Zimbabwe. Philly. Nice. Another 5-1 win. That's awesome. 6-1-0. Nice. 7-1-0. Let's keep winning, boys. Come on. This is our season. We have a really strong team all around. I think, we've always had those teams where we're strong all around, but we never had, those, franchise amazing players. Oh, and oh my gosh, 8-0. But now we actually have that in, Brandon Saad. Marcus Granlund's now an 88. Uolevi and Heiskanen, Uolevi especially playing as an 88, they're very good. And then you got the Washington Capitals, still terrible last year. I think they won 10 games. And we lose 5-2 to them. Come on, guys. They literally have half an AHL team on their team. I feel bad for them. I almost want to send them players just because I feel so bad. Poor guys. But anyways, 4-game winning streak. This is what I like to see. 15, 2-1. I have morale on and all that stuff. So this is just building a good team and just sticking with the boys. You know what I mean? You got to stick with your boys. Stick with what's working. And they're pulling out. Look, what I like is, if there's scoring against that 2-1 win in New Jersey, scoring doesn't come, then goalie does. And when we win 6-5 against New York, if the goalie doesn't show up, then the scoring does. So that's nice. 6-1. And sometimes both show up and you just get a blowout like that. 14 goals in however many games. 2 games, I think it is. That's really good. Marcus Granlund might have been injured. Oh, and add one. Oof. Oh, man, boys. Man, we scored 5 goals, 6 goals, 8 goals, 7 goals. Oh, man, we're getting goals in the net. And I think that's our first multi-game losing streak. It might be maybe not the first, but as we keep going, 3-0 loss. There we go. Bring it back with our signature 5-1 win. We always do those. Seems to be what we're good at. 4-0 loss to the Knights. Eric Comrie was out. We've cooled down a bit, definitely, in this December month. I don't know, maybe we're going with the weather here, but we're getting colder. I don't like to see that. Justin Schultz, our first rounder, Ben Sherratt. So they really want, a lot of teams trying to trade for Nikita Sherbak. We might have to unload him at the trade deadline because he's worth a lot, but his value is so far down. As we win 10-2, whoa. All right there, boys. All right there. I like that. I really like that. Good job, boys. And we take another loss. But anyways, 26-11-2, I think it was. Yeah, that's really good. Brendan Saad, 44 points in 39 games. Not much more you can ask from your 91 overall left winger. Sven Barchi, point per game. Oli Olevi, just under it. Really good. Ufanula, just under it. Marcus Granlund, 27 points. Top 6, just coming through. Even Bo Horvat up there on the third line, he's getting points. So is Goldobin, McIsaac, Sherbak, he's going back up again. That's nice to see. He's not as unhappy as he was before. Tierney's still there. Mike McCarron, Bowie. And it's really just Heiskanen that's failing to score. Dallin even played a couple games. How are the goalies doing? I assume they're doing good. Yeah, so Eric Comrie, he's doing good. All the goalies really are. So I can't complain with that. Even this Clark guy, the medium elite, he's doing good. So good to see from him. If we go to the AHL team, Dell, he's beasting and feasting. That's good to see from him. And then Danny Orr, Colin, Petrus Palmu, good for them. Hey, there's the elite right there. Lafreniere, those two guys, they're picked in the same draft, 5th and 10th. So that's nice to see 2 medium elites from the same draft playing good. So let's go ahead and finish the rest of the season. I don't think we have to trade Schur back anymore because now he is an 82 and he's not as unhappy as he was. So we'll go up until the end of the season, and then we'll do the season wrap up, and we'll end it. If you are wondering why I'm talking a bit quiet in this video, it is quite late, so I don't want to wake up the entire household here because of my NHL. So as we lose 4 games in a row, that's not what I like to see. It's okay, Eric. Everyone has bad games, buddy. Okay, my next assignment. Go scout out Russia, see what they got for 3 weeks. And we bring it back with a nice 5-0 win. Well done, boys. Let's go. Nashville, they don't have the best record, and we 7-2. Tampa Bay, beat them. Calgary, beat them. Anaheim, beat them. Nice, boys. Let's go. Homestand here. Ooh, that would be an interesting trade, hey? James Van Riemsdyk as a rental. 2nd and 3rd round picks. I'll take a pass on that because I like having those 2nd and 3rd rounds. That's where you get the low elites, the top 6s. Some good players there. And we're now 32, 14, and 3. Like, I feel like this is maybe our best season yet. Ooh, wow. No, I can't do that. They're just trying to offload for Lafreniere. I don't want to do that. Lafreniere is too good for that. He's a medium elite, 76 overall. He's going to jump up next year probably to like 81, 82. Slot in on the 4th line. Let him play a bit there, and the rest is going to be history for sure. Is there anywhere? Oh, we did not do the SHL, so go there. I like to scout Europe a bit better because we're fine at scouting North America, but it's in Europe where it's hard to uncover the talent. So the Capitals, 3-2 win, good for them. Or sorry, well, we won. Actually, Columbus, can we get a win? I hope we don't get this slowdown glitch again. Yep, we did. Ooh, Roman Josi. No, thank you. I'd like to keep my prospects. Maybe if it was a, franchise or high elite defensive prospect, I'd actually look at moving him for sure, because it's not necessarily our defense is really, it's not amazing. Like, it is really, actually, now that I think about it, it is really good. But what we don't have is defensive prospects. Now that McIsaac grew up, so did Heiskanen, Juolevi. We have no one when those guys leave to replace him. And I like to have that mentality where, replace him before they leave kind of thing. Like, Montreal in the original 60s. It's much harder to do now in the NHL, but, that guy's ready to replace you. As soon as you leave, you're ready to be replaced. So that's kind of what I want to have, the mentality for this Vancouver Canucks franchise. It's worked so far. I mean, we got a Stanley Cup, and we're still growing, which is nice. We still have prospects that haven't been played. So, I mean, something's working. Let's keep going. No, it's slowing down now. I don't like this. Not nice. Not good. Come on, guys. Speed up here. There we go. Just these trades are just hampering. They're so big. There's so many. 2-0 loss. Come on, boys. Beat Ottawa. Our AHL team is doing really good too. That's nice to see. Oh man, that's a loaded for Ryan McDonough. I do not want to take on that contract though. Done. Top 6D. No, I'll keep Colin. He's a solid AHLer, that guy. Bring him up if you really need on the big club. But otherwise, you can just keep him down there. Oh, the Sharks have a terrible record, 19-34-7. Oof. Give Payarvi the top 6 and get a blot back. I will take a pass on that. I don't want to make that trade. 41-17-5. Team's doing well. That's what I like to see. I feel like it's not so much the goalies that matter in this game. It's more you need some good... as long as you have decent goalies and you have a good top 6, top 4, I really think you'll be able to succeed. Fill out the rest with a strong team all around, and you'll really be able to do good in this game. even like in real life in hockey, I think a reason why the Vegas Golden Knights are doing so good is because they have 4 second and third lines, rotating, whereas most teams have better first lines, but they can't really match that second line. When you have 3 second lines, it's really hard to play, always, because they're gonna get outmatched. Even, I would argue that they could have 4 second lines. Eric Howla, Carlson, those guys are playing good, and even with what's going on with their goaltending, like, it's amazing. So good to them. As I didn't even pay attention, but as I was about to say something about it, we lose, but we're on a bit of a 6-game winning streak. Can we end the season, boys, on a high note? San Jose has a terrible record. We should be able to beat them. I'm going to go ahead and scout some goalies now. Get some, inside information. So let's see here. San Jose has not got a good record. We get a win against them. Nashville's decent, but definitely a team we can beat. We do. Arizona, same thing. And a 1-0 win. Well done, boys. That is how you finish the season strong. So we won't jump into the playoffs. I'll go quickly through the standings, and we can see how the team matched up and what we should go from here. So we clinched the division, beat the Edmonton Oilers, who beat us last year. That's nice. Regulation. Washington, not surprised. They did better than last year, at least. So, unfortunately, we did not get the President's Trophy. No, we didn't. That sucks. That's really annoying. Even though, one more win and we could have done it. That's annoying, but whatever. What are you going to do? We were second in goals for per game. Up there in third in goals against. So, that's really good. That's nice to see. I mean, who let in? Win at Washington probably again. 3.8 goals. That's terrible. Power play percentage. Were we up there? Yeah, we were. 22%. That's really good. We were down there for penalty kill though. Oof. Boys. How did we do so good? Home record looked like that. Oh, that's not us. That's us. We played better away than we did at home. That's funny. But anyways, there is the team standings, and we were going to player stats. Brendan Saad, a bit less, but he's still point per game. Yoel Levy somehow gets 68 points as a defender. I don't know what his offensive awareness is, 91, but still, that's amazing. Ulfanula, 62 points. I'm not complaining. Berchi, these guys, I would expect maybe 10 more points, but I'm happy with 60 that they got. Bo Horvat, he had a strong start, but he kind of cooled off. Same with a lot of these guys. In terms of goals, we had 5 20-goal scorers, a couple more 10, 15-goal scorers. Brock Besser, I'm definitely expecting more out of him, but that's fine for now. Plus minus, though, everyone on the team I think was a plus. Yeah, that's really the main stat that I think matters. Eric Comrie, he played amazing. 2.8 goals against average. I mean, if you have a good team in front of you, then it's easier, but still. Jared McIsaac, so yeah, in his rookie season, he's finally made it. Good for him. The entire league. If we go into all skaters, Connor McDavid right there, that's what I like to see. Connor McDavid back up there. He's now 96 overall, not 98, but still putting up huge points, huge numbers. Good for him. Patrick Laine, 50-goal season. John Tavares, Brandon Saad, he's still up there, so 85 points. One of the highest scorers in the NHL. Not down from 98 last year, but that's kind of a career year. Hard to top, but good for him. Sagan, Nico Hischier, that's awesome. Nice to see. And yeah, Laine just ran away with the scoring race. If we look in terms of plus minus, it should have been mostly Jets and us. So Leddy, Laine, Morrissey, yeah, a lot of Jets players. A couple Oilers. There's Yoel Levy. There's Heiskanen. Saad. Who led the league in penalty minutes? I'm actually genuine. Borwiczki. Okay, yeah, this guy's probably got terrible discipline, 65. Dodgin, yeah, what you would expect, basically. And a lot of the agitator guys. And if we go ahead to goalies, who is the Vezina runner candidate? So let's go minimum 40 games. So probably Robin Leonard's going to win it. Thatcher Demko played good, but not as good as he could have if he stayed with us. Eric Comrie actually had the best goals against average. And there he is, Craig Anderson, still going, playing for the Winnipeg Jets. Probably why they're so good, but well done. Yeah, I could be Comrie, actually. I mean, he did have 50 wins. Beat Craig Anderson by 1. It'll be tight. Craig Anderson had more shutouts, but I mean, one more win. We'll see. It'd be nice if he did win the Vezina. Get us a trophy. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And have a great day. Bye-bye.